Hello, my name is Jordan Smith.
And my name is Shanson Cowens.
I'm Dean Lawrence.
And today we have some news for you. So I'm sure you guys heard about the Delhi gang rape story. I've been following it. You've probably been following it. It's like everywhere. On the 16th of December 2012, a female and her male companion went out from the movies. They went to go see a movie, which is rumored to be Life of Pi. Great movie. I think one of my friends thought I kind of want to go see it. Went to go see a movie. On their way back home from seeing the movie, they had to catch a bus. Got on the bus, did not know that the bus was not a normal bus or a usual route bus. It apparently was hijacked. It had 6 males and plus the bus driver, who was a male as well, on it. At first, they didn't know anything was different about the bus. They didn't notice anything until the female's male companion began to get suspicious because they were going on different routes. And as they were going on different routes, the men on the bus began to harass the couple, and they knocked out the male companion and raped the female. There was a metal pole, and the metal pole was L-shaped. They knocked out the guy with the metal pole, and they allegedly raped the female with the metal pole. It was an L-shaped metal pole, and they raped her. And I believe all of the suspects have been found, and the lady shortly died after due to internal damage. Our
next story we have for our Top 15 news is a new app that a lot of people know called Snapchat. The app, it's basically an app allowing people to be able to send photos and messages and color on the photos and send them to their friends, and having it sent only for a certain amount of seconds, somewhere between 1 to 10 seconds, that they can view it, and then it erases from their phone completely, and it erases from the company's records also. With this, I actually downloaded it myself to play with it and see what what I was actually reading about, and you can actually have it accesses your Facebook through the contacts you have in your phone, and it'll show you all your list of friends that actually have a Snapchat. And you can send whoever has a Snapchat, you can send them a photo, and they can see it for 2 seconds, or they can see it for 5 seconds, and it'll disappear completely. And what can also happen is the person who's receiving the snap, that's what they call them, snaps, whoever's receiving it, they can get a screenshot of it, and it'll actually tell your phone if they screenshot the Snapchat. So, yeah. And the dangerous thing with that is people are becoming more concerned with how much this is becoming a problem as far as people sexting, sending sexual text messages. With that, anyone can send a nude photo to themselves, and they don't have to worry about being exposed on the internet or out in life, because of the fact that the photo can be completely erased within however many time you want to, how much time you want to set it for.
Crazy.
Yeah. So on MSNBC, they actually talked about it, and when you actually tweet about Snapchat, you can see how many of the topics are brought out about there being sexually oriented texts being sent out and how much of a problem that is. So if they can see your photo and it's going away, it's like, how do you actually control something that's getting that widespread? I did some searching and wanted to report it.
Wow, that's something interesting right there.
You know what? It just makes me think about a few segments ago we talked about the incident with the female dying or killing herself due to absolute embarrassment because some of her sexting or nude pictures got out and people found out about the things that she were doing. And it just seems like we have found the cure to that. So yeah, I'll still sext, but I'll send it to you and you only can see it for 10 seconds. And if you save, or what is it called?
If you screenshot.
If you screenshot it, then it'll be sent back to my phone. So now I can still do it, but it's controlled. I don't know if it's good or bad, but
it's kind of controlled, but even the privacy guidelines of the app state that privacy is not completely guaranteed, because if they choose to screenshot the photo then they can have it permanently. Like, it won't erase from their phone. They can have that photo, but the photo that you sent to them will be gone. For example, if, like, I was playing around with the app, and automatically give you a message once you sign up for it, and I clicked on it, it says tap and hold to view the message, and it's a, you know, a picture saying, oh, welcome to Snapchat, and all these lovely things. Once I took my finger off, it like closed the message, like the message was still there. I can click on it, but it still had a timer. Like if I didn't click back on it, then I couldn't view it anymore. So the timer still ticks down. But if I wanted to screenshot it while I had my finger on it, I could, and then keep the message. And that's the scary part, because it's like you think you can sext and get away with it, but in reality, once that person finds out about it, you're not really getting away with it, because they can still forever keep that picture and still send it around. So it's becoming a big privacy issue.
No, I'm very biased, and I just am. I don't think that's, I think we are telling people that it's okay to sex. Teens, we're telling them it's okay to sex. It's okay to send
No one will
pictures,
find out about it.
Yeah, we know that's going to happen, but we just made it easier for them. This couple did not make it easy for their child to access internet, right? This is a California teen. Her parents set up this system where internet goes off at their house at 10 p.m. 10 p.m., no internet. The girl is 15 years of age, and she has a 16-year-old friend. And what they did was they bought their parents milkshakes and put sleeping pills, prescribed sleeping pills, and then crushed up the sleeping pills, put them in there. And the parents began to drink the milkshakes and realized, you know, after a couple of gulps, I believe they drank 1/3 of the milkshake each. And after a couple of gulps, they realized it was a weird texture. First of all, you know, it's pills in there, and it didn't taste well. But still, the pills were so strong that within an hour, the parents were completely asleep. Woke up at 1 a.m. in the morning and began to feel as if it was a hangover. Like they just woke up from a hangover. Really scared, really frightened about it. Went to the local police station, got a drug test that a lot of parents use on their children, and find out they were in fact medicated in some way. The police did their research, found out that it was their teen daughter, and their teen daughter, and you know, they're in juvie now. But it's just a crazy a crazy concept. This happened December 28th to be exact.
I
of
thought
2012.
of some things to do before, but that topped the list. I never.
To drug your parents for what? A couple of hours of the internet? Like, I don't know what she had going on.
So that you won't be sleeping the next day in school. So
let me tell you what that was. That was a hot Skype date. You know how you get ready and
like, oh, I don't want them in my business.
That's what that was. She had a date with someone.
Brings up the topic of whether or not teens without internet would make it an educational disadvantage. As far as, well, we have assignments to do in class, but I need the internet in order to go and research this and to go look up that, and it would be helpful to me if I, you know, had access to those things so that I can get my assignment done just like everyone else. And in my opinion, it's sort of like, you know, half and half. I mean, our parents, their parents, back in the day, you know, didn't have internet. Internet was not as fast as it is now. And yet they found a way to figure out all the knowledge that they gained as far as looking it up on books and going to the library.
Do you ever wonder how they made it without Google?
I know, right?
Like any question you have.
Any question you have, you could be, how many steps does it take to get to the nearest mall? And it's there. Google, fast, there you go. But it's just like, I feel as though that has the internet and social media and all this new technology we have access to has sort of like separated us from society, whereas we wouldn't go out and you see that not many people are reading as much and they're not getting to the right reading level, and it's because you don't have to go out and go to the library, you don't have to go and talk to somebody and, oh, do you think you can help me with this? And they might, you know, get a conversation with you, oh, you might like this book, you might like that book. You don't have that same connection because everything's over the internet and everything is all technology. Me and my phone can't separate us. Don't need you. I don't need friends. I have Facebook. I don't need you, you know, by myself. I can find everything I need on Google. Just had a big project. Who helped me finish it? Google. So it's just like, you know, would I have been better off learning and getting my knowledge from a book or from the internet, you know?
I think Google is a tool that can be used very constructively as far as when you're finding information. I don't know how it worked before they had Google, like you were saying, but I know that today it's very convenient. One of the challenges is that on the internet, you can't confirm that information as 100% accurate a lot of times, because a lot of people post information and they post things,
Like Wikipedia.
and so if the desire to learn is really there, which I think most of your learning comes from a desire. If you really want to learn, then you'll learn. If you don't want to learn, it doesn't matter what resources you have in front of you, you won't.
True.
And so with Google, if someone really wants to know the information, they will go past Google, because it's not a viable source a lot of times. You know, not Google in and of itself. If you type something in Google, the first article that comes up is probably not the best source of information. You probably have to do some further research into it anyways. And so I think a lot of it has to do with the learner and not so much the means by which they're learning.
Well, I love you guys. You brought up a great topic. That's actually my next story. Oxford University did a research, the Department of Education did a research, and they posed the question, are teens who do not have internet in their household less advantaged or disadvantaged at with learning? And so that goes back to what Shantanique was saying, but it's something to think about, the balance of, you know, how internet is a very, very, very helpful tool, but sometimes it is such an addiction you're willing to drug your loved ones, the ones who birthed and took care of you, for just 2 extra hours or 4 extra, however long she was on that computer.
For me, like if I had a book in front of me that I had to do my research from, I would probably get more research done, even though it'd be harder to find information, simply because I have a computer with the internet. And okay, I'm going on Google to find an issue, but then click another tab and type in Facebook.com.
Facebook, yeah.
You know what I mean? And
Music gets the
I need some
collective
music. Let me
juices
put on
flowing,
it's a
so
Pandora,
you need music.
Facebook, and so I could be listening to music, and if it's a real good song, then my homework really not get that much attention. and now I interrupt periodically just because I want to check to see if I got a new tweet or I got a new update on my status that I just posted. Like I said, Google is a good tool. You have the other distractions along with it right there on the internet. Whereas if I had like 5 books in front of me that were directly related to the topic,
You're not getting distracted.
I don't have music. I don't have Facebook. You know, it's just that information. And so, you know, like I said, I think they both have their advantages and disadvantages, and it has a lot to do with the mindset of the person who's trying to learn. Because once again, if I really don't want to learn, even with 5 books in front of me, I'll probably just fall asleep. You know.
It's also the time of the internet usage that can be at an advantage or disadvantage. Because if you have the internet, if I have the internet and I want to find a definition to a word, type in the word, bam, first link, definition, write it down. That takes 30 seconds. You go through a book, you have to go, okay, you know, my word is disadvantage.
And they talk about it forever.
Turn the page. They've got examples. They've got pictures.
And they never clearly state it.
Yeah, go check on this other word that's in like the back of the dictionary that can relate to it, so you have a better understanding. And it's just like, where do I go from now? Like with the internet, it's like, you know, right, direct, straight to the point. But then again, like you said, it's like you might not always get the best one for the link. Like I had a project and we were looking up biology words, and I used a website called definition.com. And when I type in a word that directly linked to biology, it'll give you several definitions. And it's like I can have clone. They can talk about aliens. They can talk about Star Wars. And you get to bio and all this different things. And it's just like, if you didn't know what topic you were looking for the word for, which one would you actually pick? I could have picked, oh, you know, Clone Wars from Star Wars, and, you know, that's right. I know this because internet told me. You know,
the internet's always right. Can't put anything on the internet.
Yeah.
It's not true.
Who told you that? The internet. The Facebook profiles where everyone's, you know, you have some weird people behind, you know, the computer screen making fake profiles with huge, gorgeous pictures of models and stuff. And they'll get you because you'll think, oh man, this person's beautiful and they're gorgeous and they're so nice. And then you know, see the real person is just like, you're creepy and weird, and yeah, I'm gonna, you know, block you from Facebook. So it's like, it's basically what you do with the internet, and like as far as time, it can be good or bad. So.
Okie doke. My name is Jordan Smith.
I'm Shantanique Cowens.
I'm Dean Lawrence.
And this has been Youth News with Talkback for Teens.
This is Talkback for Teens. My name is Shantanique Cowens, and I'm the assistant producer for the show. we are raffling off this fun-filled book entitled Skinny Bitch, and it's very exciting and talking about, you know, we can't all be skinny models, and this is about loving yourself and telling you that certain things, certain diets don't work for everyone. If you would like this, to get this book, we will want that you, first person to tweet us or like us on Facebook, or shoot us an email even, just let us know that you want the book and have the subject be Skinny B, and we will get back to you to let you know who won the book.